AI tools are amazing these days, but using them together can be a clunky process. Artlist Studio just dropped, and it solves that problem by putting you in the director's seat. It lets you save characters and locations for radical total consistency, all in one organized hub for professional productions. So you are no longer just generating random clips, you are choosing your exact camera, lenses, lighting, and angles. In this video, I will take you through a full step-by-step tutorial on how it works and how to create incredible short films with it. Let's get started. Artlist has a special launch offer for CyberJungle community. They are giving 2 free months on Artlist annual plans. Link is in the description below. You remember from my previous videos that Artlist made a massive pivot to generative AI and AI creativity. For example, they launched AI Toolkit recently and aggregated all the state-of-the-art models like Seedance 2, Kling, Happy Horse, Veo, and on the image side, they have Nano Banana 2, Nano Banana Pro, GPT Image 2. It's a fantastic, organized workspace. Now, recently, they launched something I'm really excited for, and it's called Artlist Studio. Seeing these incredible AI filmmaking products being launched makes me so happy. I was waiting most of my life for this time we are living in, because finally, I can begin creating some of the projects I've been dreaming of for years. I can create incredible films using this tool, and I will show you how. So we go to our project first. This is a project view, and there's already an example project you can deep dive into. This will give us some ideas about the user interface of Artlist Studio. So first, let's start with difference between framing and directing. Framing simply is generating your frames for your AI film. It's more about individual shots and images. You have all the state-of-the-art AI image models that you can choose from, and this is simply fantastic. I can switch between GPT Image 2 or Nano Banana Pro. I can set the resolution, change aspect ratio to 16:9 or vertical format. And while creating my individual shots, I can even change camera type. For example, Red V Raptor or Arri Alexa or simple iPhone. I can change camera lens and just experiment with it. Or if you don't want to deep dive this much, you can of course keep them in auto and just focus on your prompting skills. You can change camera angle however you want just by clicking on the camera angle option here, and you will have a very visual library to choose from. And once you created your individual frame, then you can switch to directing. Directing simply means image to video. You have a timeline that you can see your generated video right here, and you can see all of your generated videos right here. You can simply change their order and arrange them nicely. I will also show you available state-of-the-art video models inside Artlist Studio. You have basically everything. Seedance, Kling version 3, Veo, Grok Imagine, and I'm sure by time they will be adding more and more. You can also change here your camera options as well. And you can, of course, also control the lens options, which is really great for people who want to experiment and craft their exact shot. And now I created a completely new project just to show you how this works step by step. Today, I have a brilliant workflow for maintaining character consistency inside Artlist Studio. For this job, I'm gonna click on Add Character, and this opens up Character menu. Here, I'm gonna click on New Character. This is my character creation screen. Here you can see some of the example characters, and of course, they are great for inspiration, so you can choose one of them. This time, I'm gonna create my own character using uploading a reference image. When you wanna upload images, you have two options. You can either create exact replica of this character, or instead you can just use this image or character as a style reference, just as an inspiration. I go with exact match and upload an image. I'm gonna upload image of this character, adding here, attached here. Now I'm gonna describe my character's look. So she's wearing a long winter coat, dark brown boots, and she's very confident. The simple description, I can enhance the prompt, which becomes extremely helpful and handy. My prompt's enhanced, and I'm gonna hit create. You can see how much credit this will consume. It's very transparent and easy to understand. And here, this brings me to character creation screen. So you all know character sheets. I'm a big fan of character sheets and I use it all the time together with Seedance too. And this is the cooler version of character sheet because first of all, I can automatically generate all angles of my character to complete the sheet. So let's hit generate angles. And while it's happening here, I can also decide on voice of my character, which is super cool. No more characters' voices changing in every other scene, so you can really lock your character's voice. You can hear some previews.
Here's a sample of my voice. Listen to get a feel for my tone.
Here's a sample of my voice.
Here's a sample of my voice.
Okay, I'm gonna proceed with this sound. And here, meanwhile, it generated some other angles for my character. I'm gonna name this character as Elora. I can directly use this character in projects. So this opens up the project view. Now, inside Artlist Studio, I am using Seedance too, and my character Elora created. Now, anytime I add mention this character with the name, it will be directly injected inside of my videos consistently. Now, all I need to do is typing the prompt. I'm gonna copy paste this prompt where my character actually walks inside ancient ruins and holding a glowing sword. If you click on enhance prompt, you can enhance this even further. Alternatively, if you prefer some structure and you basically are new to prompting, you can choose structured option and then it will nicely structure your prompt, including composition, style, mood, and sound. And if something is missing, you can actually fill it up. So it came up with this location, the ancient ruined stone corridors at night. But I'm actually thinking to actually lock the location as well for absolute radical consistency. So I'm gonna click on add location and this brings some location options that I can choose from. But I need actually some ancient ruins in the night time. So I'm gonna click on new location and here I'm gonna attach a reference image. I'm gonna use this location reference sheet, which shows the same location from different angles, actually showing some details. This is also generated inside Artlist and typing ancient ruins stone corridors at night and hitting generate. Generated some concept art for me and I see some of them looks really fantastic. So I feel like this is a very good one, closer to what I was imagining. So I'm gonna hit create location. This opens up location creation screen. I can generate alternative angles of this location and I can even change lighting, like I can make it more noir, natural, or more diffused or hard light, and then it will update my location. I'm gonna rename this into ancient ruins and I have also some alternative angles of the same place. Now this is done for me. Once I create my character and location, I can simply go back to the framing and craft some frames for my story. Here I simply wrote my character walks through the ancient ruins at night using a glowing ornate sword and it created this shot for me. Now the cool thing is I can set this as a start frame and then switch to directing, which is going to be about using full power of Seedance too. And the cool thing is I can click on motion library and basically choose a camera motion from a highly visual library of different camera motions. Tracking shot fits nicely to this composition, so I choose that. She's walking overnight while looking around and I hit generate. And my Seedance 2 video is ready. Let's see the result. Really cool job. Another cool feature I want to show you is new shot from frame. Basically, this allows you to pick any of the frame from one of your generated videos and just continue your storyline from there using image to video option. So I want to continue the storyline. I think I'm gonna pick this shot as a frame. I click on new shot from frame and it will export this last shot as a separate shot. And this will be the first frame of my new video. And then after adding this as a start frame of the next shot, I can simply just continue my storyline without actually creating any kind of break. Hopefully this video was truly helpful for you. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth tutorials. If you want to learn more about future of AI storytelling, click here.